right, so how's everyone doing? Hopefully well, and you are going to have a great weekend. So, I wanted to talk about playing the guitar, and if you have a performance coming up, especially given that we're approaching the holidays, believe it or not, it's just Halloween, then it's going to be Thanksgiving, then it's going to be Christmas, and it's going to be New Year's and stuff. So, and it's not even about being a professional guitarist. It's more about playing in front of people. So a lot of you will be going to work, colleagues, parties. You might have friends or cousins, and everybody's going to want you to play a song for them, a piece perhaps, and things of that nature. And so I wanted to talk about what I think helps you a lot just in terms of trying to play a performance as best as possible. And when I say a performance, it could be you're at a college, I should say not a college party, a work party, and somebody whips out a guitar and say, hey, Dan, I know you play the guitar. Can you play something for us and things of that nature? So the first thing I talk about, well, I'm going to talk about what I call the three P's: preparation, practice, and physical comfort. Okay. So the first two are perhaps the most important things, and that's preparation. So by preparation, I mean actually learning a couple of tunes just by memory. Just you don't need any music, you don't need anything. It could be a 60-second piece, a 3-minute piece. Just learn it as cold as possible. Learn the notes, learn the rhythm, be able to play them blind in your sleep. So always have something ready. That's what I call preparation. Practice. Now, practice to me is practice, practice, practice. That means that if you have something that's a little bit more detail or much more of a commitment, where somebody says, "Hey, Dan, I know you play, guitar. I'd like for you to play 10 minutes to 15 minutes at this upcoming birthday party or at this upcoming, company party." That means you're going to get a little bit more music put together than you need. So that's part of the preparation. And you're going to practice the hell out of that. By that I mean you're going to listen to other people playing it. You're going to look at the sheet music or look at the tabs or really learn it by ear. Really, really, and focus in on every practice session on specific elements of it. And usually, what you want to do is you want to have more than you need for the 10 to 15 minutes that you're supposed to be playing. Okay, always be over prepared, always over practice. Okay, so remember, preparation and practice kind of like variations on that theme from that perspective. The last part about it is physical comfort. Okay, so you kind of should know a little bit about where you're going to be playing. Are you going to be playing sitting down? Or are you going to be playing standing up? So let's say you're going to be playing standing up and all your practice was done sitting down, and then all of a sudden you have to stand up in front of people as opposed to sitting down with an ergo player or some kind of support like that. It's going to be very, very different. Practice how you envision playing. If you think you're going to be playing standing up, practice standing up. If you're going to be playing repertoire that requires sitting down and you're going to have access to a seat, a chair, or a couch, then practice that way. So that's going to help with the third part, which is physical comfort. Okay. The other thing is choose the guitar you're going to play and practice on that guitar. So I know not everybody has the benefit of having as many guitars as I have, but most people have at least 2 to 3 guitars. Practice on the guitar you're going to be playing. That's going to help you in terms of your comfort level. Okay, so you don't want to buy a guitar a day before. Well, there's some people who do that, but they're like the pros, I call them. And then the next day they're out with a gig for it. Yeah, so if you've been playing long enough and you're gig ready and you just want to get a different sound, by all means, this is not for you that way. But yeah, practice on the guitar. The last thing I want to say about physical fitness, or I should say physical comfort, is 2 things. Is I never talk about how you hold a guitar, because I hold it all different ways because I play it all the time. Sometimes I get this ergo play. Sometimes it's just flush on my knees. Sometimes I have a strap on. Usually, perhaps the way I played mostly, it's usually on with a footstool and it's raised like that because I play primarily finger style. But yeah, whatever feels comfortable for you, always play that way the most, regardless of that. The other thing I want to talk about, I might have said last before, is breathing. Okay, a lot of physical discomfort comes from not properly breathing. And even though we're not a wind instrument, I'm guilty of this. If I've got a fast passage going on, I'll hold my breath and, and then hopefully I nail it. Okay. Just like swimming and rotary breathing or bilateral breathing or anything like that. Um, you gotta be conscious of a rhythm. Okay. And that's too, and so you get nervous and so you might hyperventilate or breathe a little too quickly. But the bottom line is learn to control your breathing and relax. Okay, it's all about relaxation. If your physical comfort level is not there, you're not going to play well. So worry about how you're holding the guitar, worrying about your breathing and practice. So again, it's about practice, it's about physical comfort, and it's about preparation. So those are the three key elements, I think, for nailing a performance. And of course, have fun with it. All right, then. Thank you again, as usual. Practice, 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 and you will be prepared.